Well, for more, we're joined now by Jason Brodsky. He's the Policy Director of United Against Nuclear Iran. Thank you very much for being with us, Jason. So what do you think has changed for the Europeans? Why are they now suddenly taking everyone back to Vienna?
It's great to be with you. I think the Europeans are trying to see if the Iranians have softened any of their demands. But just today in the media, we're seeing IRNA, which is run by the Raisi government, push back at a Wall Street Journal report that Iran had dropped its demand to delist the IRGC as a foreign terrorist organization. And that's not to mention the head of Iran's Atomic Energy Organization today saying that the IAEA surveillance cameras will not be turned on unless and until the safeguards probe is shelved. And that's a non-starter. So we're already seeing Iran dig in.
Now, the Americans say that expectations are in check when it comes to any kind of breakthrough at these talks. The Iranians are being a little bit more coy about it, aren't they?
Well, I think the Iranians are optimistic because they want this process to continue for as long as possible. What they do is dangle a meeting, inject a little feigned optimism, promise new ideas, and all in an attempt to lure the E3 and the United States into another meeting. Doha was a bust, but they keep on trying at the EU. So Iran would have many more meetings if it were up to them. The question remains, though, what the U.S. and the E3 are, how much more they're prepared to really humiliate themselves by giving the Iranians this opportunity to dominate the negotiations.
Well, quite. And this week, via semi-official channels, Iran pretty much threatened to destroy New York City with a nuclear bomb. Would you say that the Biden administration might be cooling on the deal because of comments like that?
I haven't seen any strategic shift from the Biden administration. I've seen a tactical shift in the sense that they're already starting to impose sanctions under Executive Order 13846, which would be lifted under a U.S. return to the nuclear deal. And that's in contrast to many of the other Iranian sanctions that it has levied since it took office, which were keyed to authorities which would remain on the books, deal or no deal. So I think tactically the U.S. is shifting, but not yet strategically.
Very briefly, Jason, is it right that President Raisi comes to New York next month to speak at the UN General Assembly?
No, it would be an abomination. Ibrahim Raisi is accused of crimes against humanity. He is the president of a government which is trying to assassinate U.S. citizens on American soil, and there is precedent to reject visas. Yasser Arafat in 1988 and other Iranian officials in the past, including by the Obama-Biden administration in 2014. So the Biden administration should reject his visa.
Jason Brodsky, thank you very much indeed.